Hello everybody and welcome back to the Tech Team. Okay, so in today's video we are going to talk about the Lambda function in Python. So let's just jump right into it. But before that, I wanted to thank all of you about the 500 subscribers that we have hit. Actually, it's 572. We're just growing so fast. So thank you everyone about that. Now let's move on to the Lambda function. So let's first of all create a function, really simple func that contains the x, and then we are going to say to return actually x plus 5, for example. And now when we print the func of 5, we are going to get 10. Yes, so really easy to understand, we got 10. Okay, now let's do that a little quicker. Let's use our Lambda function. So what Lambda does is that it creates a small function in just one line. So if we type Lambda here, you can see what happens. We get Lambda with another color. And if we say Lambda of func, and then Lambda of x, I did a mistake. So we need first of all to create a variable, so func that contains the x, and then we return x plus 5. So we're going to do the same thing as we did before in just one line. So let's now print func of 5 again. And you can see that what is going to happen is that we are going to get 10 again. Now let's talk a little bit more about that. We use the Lambda keyword if we want to create a function that returns something. And now let me show you what we did. So we say define func, that's what we did here. Okay, let's say func1, and now you can see that we have created our func1, the same thing as this little thing right here. So we define func1 and we give it the x like we did here. I don't know why this is red, but just ignore it now. Okay, so we give it x, let's now give it y. And then we return, the y plus 5. That's what we did here. So yeah, Lambda is really interested and I think actually easy to understand. Now let's move on to other things that we can do with Lambda. Let's use Lambda inside another function. So let's say define func1, give it a value of x, and go here. And say now Lambda of x, and then x plus 5. Okay, and now let's return x plus 3, or actually let's return func1, and let's say right here the number, actually let's say the number 4, and then let's print, let's actually return x. What am I doing? Okay, and now let's print out the func1 and give it a value of 5. So what we are going to get right now is 5. Now actually that happened. Oh my god, what am I doing? We're going to get the value of 10. So I think that's really straightforward as well, because we get with the value of 5 right here, and we have said that the lambda is 5 as well. So now let's move on to the last thing that we are going to do with lambda, which is going to be we're going to use lambda inside the map function. So let's create our array variable and set it equal to an array of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now let's say that let's create another variable that we are going to call answer, for example, and say that answer is equal to the the list, and here we are going to say we are going to create our map function. Sorry about the delay. And now let's say that let's create our lambda function. So we are going to say lambda of x, and now x, and we are going to return x plus 5 or x plus 1, and let's use our array right here. So what we did is that we just created a map function as we did in the last tutorial, and now we are just saying that the lambda function contains the x and it returns x plus 1. So we could do the same thing with a function that we were going to say define the name of the and actually you can see that we didn't use a variable right here because we don't need to. So we could say define, I don't know, func1 and contain the x, and then return x plus 1, and here we would have to say func1. We could also say func1 here is equal to that, but we don't need to do that. Okay, so now let's just print our answer, and when we press F5 you can see we get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everything works fine. But yeah guys, that's it for this tutorial, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye everyone.